Hey guys, thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. My name is Tia. Hit that subscribe button down below somewhere. It's the big red one. Sorry if you can hear my dogs. And like if you do. Today I'm going to be doing my kind of everyday makeup look. It's kind of full glam, not really too much going on in the eyes though. Just focusing on skin and lashes really. If you want to see how I got from this to this, then just keep watching. So to get started, I'm going to work on my face. I like to use this stuff here, if you can see it. It is the Pixie Skin Treats Rose Oil Blend. I feel like when I wear this under my foundation, it really gives a nice dewy look to any foundation that I wear, which I personally like dewy. Sometimes I like matte, but I usually go for a more dewy look. So we're going to do that first. Just a couple drops and really work that into the skin. If you have more oily skin, you don't necessarily need to do this because it might make your foundation like slide around, but personally I like to do it. Although with that being said, if you do have oily skin, don't be afraid to use oils like in your skincare routine because it actually is good for it. Don't be afraid. Also, if I'm looking down here, I'm just making sure I'm focused, so not just staring off into a corner. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to take some Aquaphor. They make a lipstick, actually, or not a lipstick, a chapstick in Aquaphor, but I don't have it, so I just use the full size one. We have this because of our tattoos. We use it when it's healing, but I'm just gonna put this on my lips to get ready to put either like a lip gloss or a lipstick on. I have not decided yet. I'm just gonna be going to the gym after this, so honestly, it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna start out with brows. I usually use this brow pencil from Benefit. The Precisely My Brow, and my color I use is 5. But I'm out of it, and I feel like they never have my color, which sucks. But so I'm gonna use my next favorite thing, the It Brow Power in Universal Taupe, which is kind of light for my hair. My brow hair is pretty dark. Also, if you can see, my hair is dark, but I do have some blonde going on, so whatever, it works for me. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. That's out. Hopefully I'm focused enough for you. And I'm going to show you one brow here, just kind of what I do. So the nice thing about this brow pencil, it's got the pencil side and then a spoolie side, so you just switch it around really easily. I'm going to start by combing out my brows. I'll show you this one because this one's a little bit nicer to me. This one always fights me, I swear. So on a day-to-day basis, I actually just barely fill in this part here and then just kind of brush it out, but that's just for work and I don't really care. But just like on my weekend or a day I have off, I like to go a little bit more detailed in it. So I start by going underneath the brow, kind of just drawing a line of where I want the structure to kind of start, if that makes sense. So, and just keep in mind I'm not very good at explaining things, so bear with me. So we're gonna go up here. And you can hear my dog whining probably in the background. So I don't know if you could see it. I think I'm in focus. You can see that line, it's kind of a little bit more structured already. So now that I got that line there, I go to the top and do another line. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm looking into a mirror here. And I kind of do short strokes. It's to kind of be hair-like strokes. But sometimes I just do a straight line. It just depends on how I feel. And then I start, as you see me here, kind of just filling in the sparse areas. And flipping it around and brushing it through. I kind of like to extend the tail just a little bit. Like so. So that's a lot better already, as you can see. So I'm gonna stop on this one for a second and then go over to this one here. Okay, anyways, so now to do, fill this guy in a little bit more. Now to do kind of the front areas here, I just flick upwards like so. So like that. Now when you're done, you can take like a concealer, like a flat angled brush, and carve them out. But I just really don't want to. Maybe I'll save that for another video. So there are my brows done. They kind of look a little bit crazy with nothing else on my face. But it'll be good. It'll be good, trust me, okay? Next thing I'm going to go to, I'm just going to finish my eyes since we're pretty much in the area. It doesn't really matter. You know, if I'm doing a more dramatic look, I like to do my eyes first to prevent fallout. It's a lot easier to do your eyes first, and if you have any fallout, you just wipe it off with some makeup wipes as opposed to doing your foundation first, and you're kind of screwed if you get it on your foundation. So anyways, my two favorite ones I've been using for these kinds of looks are my Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. Beautiful colors, along with obviously Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. This thing is very used, so look at that, baby. Anyway, so you can see that I love them. So usually if I'm doing a more dramatic look, I'll prime my eyes first, but I'm not doing a dramatic look, so I'm not going to. I'm just gonna pretty much just add something into the crease. I'm taking my Sedona Lace EB13 brush. Looks like this. And I really hope I'm in focus. Anyways, I'm gonna be taking the Modern Renaissance palette for this video, and I'm gonna be taking Raw Sienna here and Burnt Orange. These two guys. Just together like so. Parker? Parker! Hey, bud? Let's be quiet, okay? Can we be quiet? Anyways, I'm just gonna take this into the crease. Just to add some definition in there. Nothing too crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyes. It kind of looks a little bit orange, but I swear it's a little bit more brown. If the lighting's changing at all, it's because I have my window open. And it might be changing because it's a little bit cloudy out. So, anyways, next I'm going to put some mascara on. My favorite right now, or as of last year, is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Mine is a little bit dried out, but I'm gonna make it work. Plus I'm just putting fake lashes on, so whatevs. So I'm just gonna do a couple coats of mascara, just so it blends well with my eyelashes. Now for the fun part, trying to do lashes while also videotaping it. I'm going to use these guys. I, for the life of me, don't know what they're called. They're the Studio, I wonder if I still have packaging. So it's a Studio FX Ardell See if it focuses there. I like them because they're like the wispies, kind of, but they have a little bit more lash on the end, so it's a little bit fuller. Just taking off the old glue because I've used them a couple times. I use my Duo lash adhesive in clear white. I have used the black one before. It is good, but if you accidentally like put your lashes on and you bump your eyelid, it'll have black on there, which you could probably get off, but I just like the clear one. I'm just gonna put a little bit. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see this. I hear my dog drinking out of the toilet. Highway, I can still hear you. Just a little, whoa. That was cool. Line on here, like so. That might even be a little too much, but we're gonna work with it. And we're gonna let that dry for like 20 to 30 seconds, or probably longer. I like to really wait till it gets tacky. Another way you could do this, if you want to be a little bit extra, is if you have like a piece of cardboard like that lash packaging I had, I could have used that. I just dab a little bit of lash glue on that too, and then do this as well, and then I can touch the lash glue that's on the cardboard and see if it's tacky enough, and then I know that this is also tacky. So if you want to be extra and make sure that your lashes glue is actually tacky, you can do that. And so I'm going to press it on the center and then do the outside and then inside. Hopefully. Now that I have them on, sorry, it takes great concentration. I kind of just push the lash band into my eyelashes, making sure it's all against my skin, and also kind of push them up so they don't dry a weird way. And you should also take your tweezers and kind of squeeze along your lash line to make sure they're right up against them. And I could probably trim these, actually I should, but I like the way it makes my eyes look longer. And again, when you have your eyes done, sometimes it doesn't look as good until you put your foundation on, but so far, so good. And I'll be right back with the next one on. Done. Okay. Now that my eyes are done and looking good, I'm gonna move to face. Now, for my foundation, I really like the Better Skin foundation by Maybelline. I don't have it in my color right now, so I'm not gonna use it. I do also really like the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir. I'm pretty much out of this, so kind of have to like scoop it out. I really just need to buy more foundation, but I'm in the color Warm Beige. I'm going to take this Eco Tool sponge. I usually get the Real Techniques, but I thought I would try this one out. It's pretty good. Usually I pump it out, but for the sake of running out of foundation, I gotta do it like this. And now we're going to bounce it out. And make sure and get up to your ear and down your chin, because you don't want to have just a line of foundation. Make sure to really press it into the skin. Now when I'm doing my makeup at like 5:30 in the morning to go to work, it'll be like 12 o'clock and I go to the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I'm like, dang girl, you need to blend it out better. But it's like doing makeup so early is like, I'm like, I don't care as long as I don't look like a fetus anymore. You know what I'm saying? But you should really try to focus on blending it out. Sometimes it is easier to do your brows like last, because you have to like really cut close to it. You don't want to get too much foundation on it. So now that it is pretty much all blended out, I am going to move to concealer. Now concealer, I have a few different favorites, but by far the Tarte Shape Tape, obviously. Who doesn't like Tarte Shape Tape? I'm in the color light medium, which I could probably be a shade darker, but I like to be really bright. So we're going to take concealer to one, conceal, and then also to brighten. So I usually go like this, like day to day. I just do little stripes. But since it's the weekend and I'm feeling extra, I'm going to go further out and actually make kind of like a little triangle. Like so. Do it to my other eye, my chin, I'll hit my nose. I still haven't quite figured out how I like to do my nose yet, but I do like to highlight it a little bit. And then for my forehead, since it's so small, I kind of take whatever's left over on my sponge and just tap it up there. But so then we'll just blend it out with, I like to use the sharper edge side to go underneath here. Make sure and really dab that in. Oh. I'm so stupid. And then if you are really prone to creasing, you can tap in your powder and set that real quick. But I'll just tap it out again really quick before I put powder on. And I like to get around my nose too, because I get really red in that area, so I like to conceal that. And then blend this out. Whatever's left on here, I'll just come up here, kind of lighten it. Like that. And then once you've blended everything out, you'll want to go to the other side where you use your foundation and kind of tap on the edges of the concealer to kind of blend it all together. Do this on the outsides here. Like that. Bam. And so then, like what I was saying with the powder, I'm going to go in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder in, not this color, in Translucent Extra Coverage. I found these at Walmart. They're pretty good actually. They're like usually like underneath the nail polish area. But yeah, I would recommend these. Again, this one's Translucent Extra Coverage, which I just started using. I do really like it. And then this one is Naturally Neutral, which I also really like. It does come with a sponge, but I don't like to use it. So like I said, I'm just going to tap it out one more time on this side. This is totally not necessary, but, and then try not to look down, but I am, and set that. So that was not the greatest example because I really had to look down to find where the powder was, but I'm using a Real Techniques brush. I don't know what this brush is. I think it's a concealer. Oh, it's a setting brush. There you go. Now same thing with the other side. And with that concealer, if you don't really drink water and your skin's pretty dry, I don't know if I would recommend it. But if you're drinking your water, your skin's hydrated, I don't know, I really like it. You might be able to use it if you have dry skin. I just feel like you'll just have to use it in moderation. Like, don't use so much of it at a time. Maybe not go so close to your eye too with it when you're first putting it on your face, and kind of just dab it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now I'm going to set the rest of my face with the same powder. I'm going to use this. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag. It's Royal and Nickel powder BMD 100. I don't know. It's just a big fluffy brush. Any big fluffy brush will do. Tap off the excess. And the reason why I like to set my whole face with powder is because when I go in with my bronzer and stuff, it just blends out better going on top of another powder. Okay. Now for bronzer I really like to use the MAC Give Me Sun, and yeah, MAC Give Me Sun. It looks like these. It's kind of like more orangey. And I'm gonna go in with a BH Cosmetics 108 brush. It's kind of just bigger. And just bronze it out. I seriously love bronzer. Like, I have so many bronzers, but I don't really use that many different ones. What bronzer do you use? Let me know, because let me try another one. I also really love the Hourglass. What is it? The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Luminous Bronze Light. But I'm out. I've hit pan. It's a sad moment in your life when you hit pan of one of your favorite products. You know what I'm saying? First world problems, right? Anyway, so if you haven't seen what I'm doing, just bronzing my forehead, my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, and also my neck. And then, since I'm doing like a kind of semi-glam look, just with the lashes and such, I'm going to go in with this Ulta contour kit. I don't know if it has like a name. I think it's just the Ulta contour kit. And I will be using Golden Bronze, this one, and then also Goddess Bronzer. Dabbing into both of those. On a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And then you want to focus this on from your ear. Like you can go like this. Like so, and you'll kind of know where your cheekbones are. Bam. And again, I don't do this every day, but when I want a little bit more contour, woo, make sure and blend that out. And when you're doing so, go up like this, as opposed to down at all. Will this make your face look like saggy almost? Like you're sad. That's good enough. I'm going to blend it out with a BH Cosmetics 109 brush. Just a stippling brush. And that's good. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with a e.l.f. contour brush. And I'm going to go in again with that Goddess Bronze shade. Just a tidbit. Now this will differ for everybody's nose, and if you already have a small nose, don't even worry about it, but I just like to sometimes. Can you see it? And then I like to blend that out as well with the e.l.f. small stippling brush. I usually like to tap into some powder. Sorry again about my dogs. Please stop barking. Bam. That's good enough. Now for blush today, I'm going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in Exposed. And it looks like this. Just a nice mauve shade, not too pink or rosy. It's just very neutral mauve, like your flesh, but better, if you will. I'm gonna use this just says brusher. I think it's from e.l.f. I got it so long ago, I don't even know. Like that. And again, take my stippling brush and go over that. For highlighter today, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. I like to use 2 different ones usually. Summer and Moonstone, these two. I'm going to use a Sigma tapered highlighter brush in it's F35. And I'm going to dip into both of those, tap off the excess, and we're going to hit the high points here. Like that. Another one I really like is the Smashbox ones that Casey Holmes came out with. I don't know if I don't know if actually they still sell them or not, but I really like those. I really use this silvery one, really good. So I'm gonna hit the high points above my eyebrows. Just raises them up. Hit my chin. Also gonna do the top of my nose. There. And also my Cupid's bow. Whoa. Like mixing with the Aquaphor. There you go. Now make sure to just blend everything out. Now at this point we've got lots of powders on, and to try and avoid looking so cakey, I like to use a setting spray. Really any will do. Right now I'm using the Lock-It Kat Von D makeup setting spray. Shake it up, shake, shake, shake it up, and spritz. So that's setting sprays. And also I forgot to set my brows. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. It doesn't really matter what brow gel. I like this one because of this spoolie. It really combs through my hairs. But I think it's like $24. I'm like, dang. You could probably find one cheaper. I honestly don't even know if that's the price, but I feel like it is. Also, I'm kind of wanting to have a little bit of brightness. Sorry, the sun's really coming in right now, but I ain't mad at it. Come on out, sun. Literally, the sun. I'm going to take this Sedona Lace EB21 brush. It's super tiny. And I'm going to hit the inner corners of my eyes with some of this Anastasia. I'm going to use just Moonstone, I think, highlighter. Just get right up in this, or in the inner corners of my eyes, just to brighten them up. And the top of my brows, or I'm sorry, my brow bone, not the top of my brows. Bam. Like that. Now for the lips. So my favorite matte liquid lipstick is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick. They look like this. My favorite ones are Lolita, Lolita 2, Bow and Arrow. Yeah. But today I'm going to use something different. I'm going to use the Sephora cream lip stains. This one is in 23. I don't know that it has an actual name, but yeah, 23. First though, I'm going to line my lips, and I'm going to keep this Aquaphor on. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna. This one is Milani lip liner in All Natural. Okay, maybe I am gonna wipe this off. Okay. Now, you can just leave it like this if you wanted, so you don't have to have a lipstick on. Also, you don't really need to use a liner. I don't always use it, but sometimes it goes on better, and if it starts to fade off, at least you have that base underneath. And that is it. So if you like the video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And again, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for tuning in. Bye.